This is my contextual design project final presentation. Scenario. The area of research chosen for this project is neighborhood sociality through an interaction or information system. People are getting busier these days. The goal was to research for their communication and interaction needs within the neighborhood and also understand any current methods they use and how it can be improved further. The impact of this work would be creating a neighborhood information. The research questions being tried to address are: what are all the current systems they're using to connect to each other? What would be the requirements? And can the existing system be improved in any way? The phase 1. The focus of phase 1 was to understand and collect the user needs and requirements. The phase 1 consisted of three major parts as shown here, that is the contextual inquiry, analysis, and recommendation. The research was limited to suburban families to limit scope. Contextual inquiry was done with 7 stakeholders. One observed at their I observed at their neighborhoods and also asked questions. Recruiting for contextual inquiry was challenging. All participants chose mobile applications, and that surprised me, and none showed interest in kiosk option. If I had more time, I would also conduct a contextual inquiry with some other related stakeholders like house builders and HOA management companies. After the contextual inquiry, the data was analyzed using 4 design analysis techniques to get further insights from the raw data so that it can be used further in the design process. Those were affinity diagram, identity model, sensation model, and day in the life model. In phase 1 affinity diagram, this is my affinity exercise to collect key voices and categories, and the 50 voices from 7 stakeholders were in yellow and 11 in blue groups and 4 in pink areas of interest and 2 green themes. The themes were mobile application features, and theme 2 was user sociality needs. Identity model was used to analyze the raw data or voices from the stakeholders. The 4 sectors analyzed through the process were app competency, app identity, app benefit, and app appearance. Sensation model. The sensation model to try to represent the experience factor for the neighborhood sociality space. The consolidated affinity was used as a starting point and looked for key voices to generate the words to define the important problems and requirements. A day in the life model, created based on data collected during the contextual inquiry. The stakeholder data was collected about current levels of interaction during day and the wish levels based on available mediums. Phase 2. The phase 2 of the contextual inquiry design project is identifying potential solutions to the user needs collected in phase 1. The methodology is like ideation phase, like generating 30 hot ideas, and from that choosing 3 potential systems and visioning those 3 potential systems and storyboarding for each system and recommendations. This is my 20 hot ideas plus 10 additional idea generation photos. System for getting notifications, reminders, and updates on events happening in neighborhood. This was my first system. And the second system was system for partnering with police and fire departments across country to get emergency information related to that community. And the third system was system for showing traffic information near and around community. And this was the visioning uh, for the three systems. And based on the visioning maps, two storyboards were created for each system. The samples for the system 1 are shown here. Design solution choice. The solution choice moving forward from phase 2 was to explore a hybrid system between 1 and 2. System for getting notifications, reminders, and updates on events happening in neighborhood, and also combine partnering with police and the fire department. Phase 3. The phase 3 was to create an interactive prototype for the system envisioned in phase 2 and evaluate the system. The phase 3 consists of like creating a creation of a high fidelity prototype and a usability test with the users based on the high fidelity prototype, and improve the prototype and the recommendations and conclusion. The high fidelity prototype was created using Axio tool as a mobile application. The screens were created based on storyboards for System 1 and System 2 as a hybrid. This is my high fidelity prototype. Usability test conducted with three stakeholders. The two were users involved from the contextual inquiry, and one was the uh, user of the uh, current system. The usability test plan with various tasks was created. 5 tasks for users to perform. Tasks evaluated if user is able to perform, followed by feedback and reflection by user. The key result from the contextual inquiry was that most people preferred a mobile application which had all features integrated. The process of ideation and visioning resulted in a robust system considering the user needs. The idea of inviting some users or eternal stakeholders for ideation was useful. The usability test yielded a good result, and all users were appreciative of the interface created and the use of the proposed system. The summary. Overall, the project provided a very good overview of the contextual design process by conducting the steps practically. For the steps, complete interactive prototype with all features should be created as a next step, and improve some of the aspects of feedback obtained in usability test. Include other stakeholders for collecting requirements like HOA board members, community partners like police, fire department, etc. Thank you.